Hi everyone, it's Stephanie. I hope you're all doing well, staying safe and healthy at home. I miss you all a lot. I'm going to be doing some at-home online STEM experiments with you guys. They're all super easy, super fun, and basic. And you guys will learn a lot of science along the way. Today we're going to be doing an experiment called fireworks in a jar. Okay, let's get started. The materials you're going to need is a jar full around here with water. You're going to need a fork. It could be metal or plastic, doesn't matter. Have a towel in case you spill anything. Some oil, it could be vegetable oil or olive oil, it really doesn't matter. And a bowl, plastic, glass, doesn't matter as well. And you will need some food coloring. The colors are up to you. I have 3 here. So, the first step, after you filled your jar, about here with water, you're going to take your food or vegetable oil. You're going to open it, take your bowl, and then you could just pour a little bit. It doesn't have to be a specific amount, but pour the vegetable oil in. Not too much, not too little, just enough. After you poured the vegetable oil in the bowl, take some food coloring. You could put maybe 4 to 5 drops in here. So you can see what it looks like. Take your fork, begin mixing. Just mix a little where you see the food coloring, it's dispersed into tiny little dots. So after that, carefully take your jar in the bowl and carefully pour it in. You should see the food coloring starting to sink to the bottom. It's going to be really slow. It'll take about 20 seconds approximately for all of them to start sinking. We'll just sit here and watch it. So, as we watch the food colorings come into the water, you can see that it's starting to create kind of a firework effect, but let's get into the science. So you see the oil up here. The oil is on top of the water, but do we know why? Is it because the oil is heavier or lighter than the water? It's because the oil is lighter than the water. See, it's sitting on top of the water. But why is the oil lighter or less dense than water? Well, oil and water and food coloring and in fact everything, they're made of really small tiny particles called atoms. And they're also made of particles called molecules. Molecules are made of a cluster of atoms, just a bunch of them. So, the molecules in the oil, think about large beach balls. The molecules are much larger, and because they're much larger, they take up more space. Like, think about the beach balls. If you have them in a room, they're going to take up more space. But, like water, since they're much smaller molecules, they're going to be more compact. They're going to be tighter. They're going to be taking up much less space. So, since the oil molecules, they're much larger, taking up more space, that's what's making the oil less dense. Hence, it's sitting afloat of the water. So now you can see that the food coloring, most of the little droplets there, they're sinking down and looks like a really cool fireworks show. But let's review a little bit. Why does the oil sit on top of the water? Is it more or less dense? The oil is less dense than the water. what is water, food coloring, and the oils and everything? What are they all made of? They're all made of atoms. But what are molecules made of? Molecules are made of a bunch of atoms. Are the molecules in the oil, are they larger or smaller than the molecules in the water? The molecules in the oil are much larger. And do they take up more space? Yes, the molecules in the oil take up much more space. And that concludes our review.